So Women's C, 3,000 metres now underway. We've got Talia Warstrom from Box Hill. From Western Athletics, Claire Hodgart. Also Western Athletics, Elizabeth Halls and Kevin Sophie Pont. Then we have Alexandra Schultz, also Emma Okoa. Bonnie Morris from Yarra Rangers. We have from Athletics Waverley, Neve O'Reilly. Rihanna Watts from Ballarat YCW. From Box Hill, Ruby Atkin. We have Elise Richards, also Olivia King. Wesley from Lisa College, Olivia DaCosta Elves. Casey Caninius, Joanne Pratt. Also Orla Shaklov from Sandringham. Mia Lapierre from Ballarat YCW. Emily McIntosh, who's an independent. Tiana Postons, Box Hill. Freya Brown from Mornings Peninsula. And independent there, Katrina Winger. And I think we also have Rose Ashman and Greta Ashley, both from Ballarat YCW. So around 22 competitors, I think, in this women's C3000. Now, a reminder to all competitors in the 3,000 metres that you must check in at the blue tent on the infield, and the only way to access that is via the two blue Athletics Victoria flags. So you must report in, don't go straight to the start line, you must have a hip number. Without a hip number, you will not get a time. So the girls are certainly pushing the pace out front. We'll just get a fix on who they are as they come through. Looks like a couple of Box Hill uniforms there. And fortunately, the hip numbers are still on, which is a good thing for me. So Tiana Postons is one. Orla Shackloff. Also Elizabeth Hall. So they're our lead three in the women's C3000. So Talia Warsom coming through. 6 laps to go. There's our lead group of three, moving nicely. We've also got a pacer out there, and it is Whitney Sharp, Australian mile champion. Also multiple Victorian champion over a numerous distance. So great to see Whitney Sharp back out and doing her bit here at Miles Club as a pacer. But the lead three girls not content to stick with the pacer. Let's see if Whit can just wear them down over a few laps. As we see Whitney Sharp now just edging away towards that lead bunch. We'll probably take position up front, then settle the girls down, hopefully get them into a good rhythm. So Sharp just about to come on the shoulder of Hall. And we have Shackloff in that group. And so Postons, so Whitney Sharp, experienced middle distance runner, just moving her way forward. Ruby Atkin in next position. Olivia DaCosta Elves. Claire Hodgart up there. Rose Ashman, Ballarat YCW. Once again, big contingent from Ballarat YCW down here. Also from Wendouree and Eureka. So those three Ballarat clubs supporting Milers Club as we expect every round. So Warstrom coming through. So just going through the 1K, sorry, the 1,200 metre mark, about 4:12. So the girls are really moving. You can see Whitney's now got them in a line, lining them up like little ducks, and that's what we want to see. Just keep that little train going. So Whitney Sharp, these girls have got the pleasure of being paced by one of Australia's foremost middle distance runners. Sharp bringing them down, and they will see 4 laps to go. So a little gap forming here. As Poston's just dropping off. Shackloff looking good. Hall's looking very impressive as well. Hodgart just moving her way through. Alexandra Schultz also in that chasing bunch. Katrina Winger, new name on the list. She's moving well in the middle of the field. Elise Richards in the St Stephen's uniform. Neve O'Reilly just behind her. So racing 2 for the honours out front. As we see Poston's just drifting back. DeCosta, Elves and Hodgart. Hodgart's looking very good too, just back from South Australia. Good to see Claire back. Been a regular at Milers Club for the last decade, and well, he's one of the personalities of Victorian athletics. So Whitney Sharp, still got the 2 girls behind her, and that's Shackloff and Hall. Sandringham, Western A's. Really good to see the sandy colours back out here at Milers Club. Made famous by Tamsin Lewis Manu on many occasions. Running fantastic performances. So Postons, Hodgart, Costa Elves. Then Ashman. Schultz. Atkin. Winger. Lapierre. Anna Watts coming through, and the young St Kevin's runner there. That's Sophie Pont. Greta Ashley, first time I've called her. She's looking good, just moving to the outside of O'Reilly. So they're into the final kilometre now. Looks like there's a little bit of a gap forming, and I'd say it is still Shackloff leading from Hall, as they will come around to lap Worsnam from Box Hill. So Sharp's still got Shackloff on her shoulder as they just edge past the lap runner. So coming through, and they'll get 2 laps to go. So Shackloff. 2 to go. So Elizabeth Hall still just battling on. A little bit of a gap forming between her and Shackloff, but it's a big gap back. But the chase pack going well, and they seem to be winding up. Very impressed by DeCosta Elves here. She's going well. So too is young Ashman from Ballarat YCW. Claire Hodgart just trying to stick there. She's just behind Postons. Winger also moving well through the mid stages here as they come through to get 2 to go. Lapierre looking fantastic and starting to wind it up. So Watts comes through. Ashley next, making a big move in the last kilometre. Laura Antonello. And we have Freya Brown from Mornington Peninsula. Yarra Rangers. That was Bonnie Morris. So the pacemaker's done her job. We'll see her again in the B race shortly. A little bit of a break for Whitney, but it's Orla Shackloff from Sandringham. She'll be coming through to hear that welcome sound of the bell. So Shackloff, very impressive, still holding good form as she comes through. It's going to be a pretty good performance here. Going through about 9:17 at the bell, but Shackloff moving well. Hall could be challenged, but she's going to dig in. She's looking strong. So Hall in next position. Ashman, really good race here. DeCosta Elves. Also Schultz. Then Postons. Hodger. Wing is still holding good form and starting to wind it up for that last lap. 9:45 through the bell. Lapierre. And we have Ruby Atkin, Rihanna Watts. The Ballarat crowd are really starting to fire up as we see Ashley coming through as well. Antonello in next position, then O'Reilly. Olivia King looking good as she hears the bell as well. Joe Pratt, one of our regulars, 1 lap to go. Freya Brown, then Sophie Pont, Bonnie Morris. So our leader's coming through and we'll ask her to finish in lane 3. So if we get all out beyond the cones in lane 3, please. No, never mind. Good racing there. Ola Shackloff, she'll take it. First across the line. So Hall's held on to that position nicely, really dug deep. A little bit of a challenge, but Elizabeth Hall, what a race. I think we've seen another one of the Western Athletics train coming through. Ashley next position. Sorry, Ashman. And then we have Schultz. Big run then for Olivia da Costa Alves. Hodgard in next position. Very impressed with that run from Winger. Held back early but came home very, very strongly over the last kilometre. Welcome back, Claire. So, LePere finishing with a big smile. She'll be happy with that. So Freya Brown next. Antonello. All right, staying on. Sorry.